Alright guys, coming back with another technical analysis 10 minutes after I just uploaded my other one. Here is Ward Sorenson, a master's athlete that I consult with via the internet, as I do almost all of my coaching. So let's take a look. Ward said this was a PR for him at the time, and I could see why. I definitely like the overall look, the ball movement, how the orbit and all that stuff comes along right down the middle, and you can see his little laugh at the end. He sent me another video of him giving a nice holler or scream, yell after the throw, and that was a good one too, but I think this throw looked a little bit better, so I wanted to break it down for him. So yeah, like I said, it has the overall aesthetic of a hammer throw, looking at how the orbit develops and just the ball movements, all that stuff. So breaking it down, nice easy winds, solid base, no step up or anything. So then as you come through, alright, so we've been trying to work on in the past couple months, kind of calming down that left side and working with the ball instead of going ahead of it, which you still have a little bit of a habit of doing, but this is by far one of your better throws in terms of keeping this left side closer to inline with the ball instead of opening it up super early. So it's close. You can still see the head going and the foot going just a little early, and this right foot looks a little stalled. And you can see it gets a little bit worse there. Left foot ahead, right foot behind, ball in the middle. But you do a good job. And then another thing I think you could work on is this posture here just a bit. Shoulders are forward and hips go back. So you can see, and coming off this heel, it's not very easy to do, but to keep this left hip where it is. So you want to keep this left hip right there, and then as the ball goes around, you want that hip to stay where it is. But you can see it shifts back about a foot. Hip shift back, ball goes out left. Just a little inefficient, but that's what you got to do to get that right side around. So if you could, what you should fix is hips more underneath your shoulders here. So think about your shoulders being away from the ball as it comes through zero. Shoulders away, hips forward, and then what you want to do is work this right side, this right hand, right hip, right leg to propel the ball out left. So since that right leg isn't really working that much, this left side has to kind of take over to get the ball over there. So through this entry, you really focus on that posture, hips forward, shoulders back, and then use this right leg to propel the ball out left and to keep this left hip where it is. The left hip shifting back is just an inefficiency that could get worked out, and then your throw would be that much better. But so coming through single support, you're just a little bit up. You rise with the ball just a bit, but you catch in a decent position here. You can see your posture is a little bit more accentuated. Hips are back more, shoulders are forward more. But you catch the ball relatively early, despite kind of leading with that left side. You come around just a little bit looking at the foot placement, but in terms of where the ball is at when the foot comes down, you're fine. And then so here you can see the ball's at zero. You're close to lined up with it. Your head wants to go a little early, and then your left foot still wants to go a little bit early as well. But you let the ball go long out left, long out there, and then you come up with it again, just as well as you did, just as you did in the previous turn. You kind of rise with the ball just a little bit, and then you kind of come around with the ball as well. So you over-rotate this turn more than you did the last turn, but you still catch early in terms of the ball position. So there's definitely another couple degrees that you could work out in this turn. You get that foot down a little bit earlier, you're going to work the ball that much longer. And then going into this final turn, you can see this left side tighten up just a bit. Now is when you start to get ahead of the ball more. Interesting position here. But yeah, left side's a little tight. You can see how it's kind of closed in. The armpit's closed. And then you kind of tighten up and pull up with that left shoulder. But you do let the ball, and even here again, you rise again with the ball. You kind of come up. But the ball has a decent orbit on it now. And luckily you stay in position. Catching a little closer to neutral here at the feet. Ball catches a little late-ish for the fourth turn, right around 270. But then you do a good job of working the ball up and through. You can still see here your left shoulder is still a little tight. So, boom. So yeah, overall award, like I said, this says the ball movement and the orbit, how all that stuff comes along is pretty nice. Your left side axis more or less stays in the same place throughout the throw. In terms of your shoulder, like I said, your hip is still shifting back a bit as the ball goes left, and your left side still leads a little bit. But overall, I like the look of the throw. The timing is pretty decent. But yeah, it's just calming that left side down more, staying patient with the ball. And then as the ball goes up, you need to go down. As the ball goes down, you need to go up. And even that's a little bit, overstated, I should say. If you stay one level throughout the entire throw instead of rising with it as the ball goes out to the sector. So if you just stay down here instead of coming up there, that'll just help efficiency out just a little bit more as well. So yeah, overall, good throw, Ward. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.